This is going to be a very interesting episode, as this episode is late for a very specific reason, and I will explain exactly what happened and why it happened, and it is very, very important in the growth of Unmuted Media, as it was pretty scary, and I had some thoughts, nothing bad in terms of myself. I had some thoughts towards the company and how much time I spend on it, and they made me realize just a couple of things, and also I almost decided to stop doing what I do, which is not something that I want to do, as it's fun. I really enjoy doing this, and I'm really excited to keep going, but I will tell you guys all about it, every single little bit, in about 10 to 15 minutes. I want to make this as short of a recording session as possible, because I need to edit it and then get it out, and that way you guys can hear about why this episode was late sooner rather than later. But we can get into all of that after we roll the music. Beautiful. So, Saturday night, I think, I sit down and I want to do some editing, and then I realize that I don't want to do some editing, and I would rather play a couple rounds of Halo Infinite, or do Halo 2's campaign or whatever, and I just never get around to doing that editing, or that recording, or whatever it is podcast related. I think it was Saturday that I started thinking about this. I can check the exact date, because I texted Caleb. It was Friday. And on Friday, I tried to record an episode, which I still have laying around somewhere. And as the episode went on and on, I started with just like a simple little review of this new chair that I got, which is a fantastic chair. It's the Staples Cartwright. It's on sale for $60. You assemble it yourself, and it can be kind of a pain in the butt. But otherwise, fantastic chair. Make sure if you buy it to unscrew the tension knob. Yes, it can lean back. Just adjust that. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's like my 30-second review. And as the episode went on and on, I went farther and farther into the territory of thinking about how much time I would have free if I didn't do podcasting, if I didn't do Unmuted Media at all. Meaning, no more For the Life of Me, no more One Tick Pulse. I'm just done, and I'm not going to come back to it. And that was kind of scary. It was what I thought was the right decision, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be great. It's going to have a pretty large impact on my life. I'm going to save time, and then I don't need to end it now. I have the time to do this, but I just didn't want to do this. And so I hopped onto the One Tick Pulse server, and I was just like, hey guys, I think I'm going to not do podcasting stuff anymore. And one of my friends texted me back and just told me, hey, whatever you do, please do not delete what you've already made, and also, please just take a break from it. Here it is. Take a break from podcasting. Don't delete everything. Just step away from it for a bit, and if you feel differently then keep doing the podcasts and stuff. Basically, if I ever got the idea that I wanted to get back into podcasting, just kind of leave it open that I might be coming back. And well, that was quite an adventure. So Saturday, Sunday, I'm like, okay, I have nothing Unmuted Media to do, and I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, yeah, it's what I really want, but really it's not what I really wanted. Now Monday rolls around, or yesterday, whatever you want to call it. Monday, yesterday, whatever. And we're in gym class, and let me see, I think his name, there it is. If you want to watch what we watched, there's this video, Eric Thomas, Motivational Speech, How Bad Do You? It's by Nathan Scaglione, has like 8.2 million views 9 years ago or whatever. And what it's basically describing is, if you really want success, then you got to be willing to give up pretty much everything. You got to be able to give up your cell phone. You got to be able to give up your time, give up everything to get into that success. And what this made me realize, the other concept that was mentioned that really hit home, or spoke to me, is if you don't really want that thing, then eventually somewhere down the line, you're just going to quit. And this really made me realize that that is exactly what I was doing. If I really wanted to do, which I do, I really want to do this because this is a really fun job to have, or hobby, I guess, to have. And like, you know how many opportunities have come out of Unmuted Media? You know, I contacted and talked to Jessica Fisher and the entire Gen Z Media crew, and they respond to me. I DM'd them on Instagram on our account. They responded to me. Like, they know who we are. A bunch of people know who I am, whether that's just by simply discovering me or hearing about me from music or just recommended on YouTube or whatever. I mean, this computer under my desk, this microphone was given to me because I do this stuff, and like a bunch of, peripherals and a bunch of the stuff that I have, and a bunch of popularity that I have is through Unmuted Media, or through Center, or through One Tick Pulse, which are really kind of all the same thing if you think about it. But that made me realize how much this is given to me, and like, I wouldn't even gotten into graphic design or video editing or any of the slightly more niche skills like how to create a merch store, how to scam a company out of about 6 different shirts when I'm about to do it again and get a nice little embroidered Center shirt. You guys didn't hear that from me, okay? Got it? And it made me realize how much I actually enjoy this. Like, especially recording this episode right now, I'm realizing, because I don't even have to hold my microphone, I don't even have to have my hand anywhere, I can just be rotating in my chair, and I'm just thinking how grateful I am to be here. I love this. This is a really fun thing to do. One Tick Pulse might not come out as frequently as, I don't know, another series like Hermitgraph might, but like, it won't come out as frequently because this is not my job. This is something I do after school, after homework, after everything. So sometimes episodes may be delayed, yes. Sometimes I want to spend time with my family, and then I don't get around to recording, and then For the Life of Me is late. Yeah, that happens. It's not my job. I still have, a lot of other commitments, and especially once I get an actual job that's not this. That's when it's going to get rough, and that's when I'm probably going to have to stop /shut down /pause. Maybe. But until then, I have the time to do it, and I'm going to do it. So, that being said, I just wanted to say that I'm not leaving this space. I'm not leaving being a podcaster, just because I have fun doing it. Sometimes I kind of lose sight of that little bit of fun, and sometimes I lose sight. I don't realize that typing the name Unmuted Media on a document isn't just some random company that was created by some random person at some random time. Like, that's me. That's me. That's not, my friends in the corner. That's me. I made this. I built this from the ground up, starting with one little show. This is my company. This is what I do. That's what that video made me realize. Which is quite a lot, and I'm nowhere near a motivational speaker. I can't even speak normally, but I realized how much I really, really love this, and how much I really want to keep doing this. And honestly, it was really sad when I had to stop, and it was the same thing for MSM Project, and I almost, now that I'm going back to it, some of the things that I said as to equate my decision, or justify my decision, were kind of stupid, which makes me realize, buddy, you're making the wrong decision. What the heck are you doing? You have the time. If you want to spend that time doing something else, like playing a game, that's not good. And honestly, this is way more of a creative outlet. If I go to college, or when I go to college, sorry, I've run a podcast company before on my resume. You know what I can't put? I've played 100 hours of Halo Infinite. colleges are going to say, who cares, buddy? Why would you put that on your resume? If they see that I ran a podcast company for 2-3 years, whatever, they're going to care. They're definitely going to care. And, like, it's been an eye-opening opportunity that just kind of, I don't know what I'm talking about here exactly, just unmuted media or what just happened this past, like, 3 days or so, but it's been kind of a crazy thing that made me realize how grateful I actually am to do my job. And I just want to end the episode by completely contradicting what I said in the last episode, in that there's going to be a Media Month 3. And if I can pull it off, there's going to be a Media Month 4 and a Media Month 5, and however long I can manage to run this in the background of doing everything else that I do, and kind of just going around doing everything, giving everything a little bit of an equal amount of time, doing music when it is a good time. Like, if I take my AirPods to school, I can mix on my school computer. It's a piece of crap equating to the power base processor speed of an iPhone 4, but it still works enough to allow me to mix. And if I do that there, then I can come home, I can do this. I can do One Tick Pulse, I can do For the Life of Me, and bam. That's my job. And especially with One Tick Pulse, I don't even have to rush it. With Center, I don't have to rush it. I don't need to go working on music all the time or video editing all the time. I haven't gone back to edit One Tick Pulse in, I think, about 5 days. But tonight, I'm planning on spending a good hour doing it. And then I'm going to play Halo. Okay, I love Halo. And a new operation just dropped, so it's like new content. And, you know, games, new content. They go together beautifully. But I am going to do some video editing tonight. I'm going to work as hard as I can to get this episode out, because it's been a good amount of time. And I also have an episode 5 sitting around. It was the 21st when I posted my last episode, so I'm going to get to work. I'm going to edit that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this out, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Catch you later. Bye.